Hello everyone, welcome back. My name is Ariel and today is day 22 of my 25 days of Christmas playlist. And in today's video, these are kind of like last minute gifts ideas. I'm doing some DIY kids toys, and this is a collaboration with my good friend here on YouTube, Miss Sue's Skills for Success. She focuses on early childhood education, and so these DIYs are going to be perfect if you guys have any small children in your household this year. Like I mentioned before, this is a part of a collaboration with Miss Sue's Skills for Success. We're going to be making some DIY Christmas toys for kids. I'll have the video that she made on this linked in my description. Be sure to check out her channel. She has great videos on early education for children and some DIY projects that you can use to help your kids to learn. So that's especially good if you're homeschooling some small children. And she has this funny series on her YouTube channel that's called Cute Conversations with Preschoolers. It's hilarious, so definitely you will want to check that out even if you don't have any children, and her channel's awesome. So anyway, I'm going to start off by making a little camera, and most of my DIYs that I made today are going to be using scrap wood. I'm using stuff that I already had on hand, so if you guys have somebody handy in your household, these would be really easy to whip up and quick as well with what you already have as far as scrap wood. The only project that I actually purchased something for was to make the cake DIY, and I'll talk to you more about the cost of that project a little bit later on in the video. But also, a lot of these toys are like Montessori style toys for kids, just little DIYs that the children can play with and learn with all at the same time. And I know that a lot of people in the DIY community do have small children, so if you guys have small children or grandchildren, this would be a really perfect DIY to do for them. So just a little tip for when you go to screw the round pieces back onto the camera for the lens, don't tighten it all the way so that your lens can be adjustable, so that you can basically turn those little round pieces as if you are adjusting the lens. Okay, so next I'm going to make a memory game. I remember growing up, one of my favorite games to play was this Winnie the Pooh memory game that I had. So to make this memory game, I'm actually just cutting out 10 evenly spaced squares. Now you can do as many squares as you want for this, but I'm going to show you in a minute why I chose to do 10. And for those of you who aren't really familiar with how a memory game works, you basically get two sets of the same either cards or blocks, and you put them all face down. And when each player takes their turn, they get to turn over two blocks or cards. And if the pieces match, then they get to keep the cards. If the pieces don't match, they have to turn them back over and let the other person take a turn. So the goal of the game is to basically get as many matching sets as you can. And it's basically called a memory game because you have to remember what's underneath when you go to take your next turn. So I decided to make this memory game using numbers because I thought it would be a great way to teach children number recognition, because as they turn over each card and try to make a match, they're going to have to remember what each number looks like. And if you're not super handy, you can still make this DIY. You can buy wooden tags from the Dollar Tree and paint those with the numbers, or you can buy 2 packs of any sort of flashcard from the Dollar Tree as well and make a memory game out of that. You could probably even go as far as just using some plain paper or even cardboard. And next I'm going to make some popsicle sticks using some 2x4s, or in my case really they are 2x3s. They sell for about $2 to $3 in your local hardware store, and you get about 8 foot of these 2x3s. And then I'm just drilling with an auger bit to fit the wooden dowel that I have for the popsicle stick. The fun part about the popsicle stick DIY is that you can paint this whatever color you want, or have your child, get your child involved and let them paint it whatever color they want. So I'm just painting mine's chocolate. At the bottom I'm doing a Napoleon effect, but for the chocolate I'm mixing together some red and green acrylic paint from the Dollar Tree because I just don't have any brown colored paint that I can use to paint on to this. But I think this is a perfect project to get your kids involved in, a little activity for them to do after you built the popsicle stick, to just have them paint it whatever color they want and completely design their own custom popsicle stick. And then maybe after, you guys can have real ice cream or eat ice cream while you paint. I'm using the hot glue here just to give it that dripping fudge or dripping, like melted marshmallow type of look on the top of this. And then once it's dry, I painted it. And to get the sprinkles perfect on here, I'm just using this little piece that I cut off of a popsicle stick so that I can stamp on the pink and the green paint to make sprinkles. On my channel, I share budget-friendly DIY, mainly home decor and home improvement projects. I do shop with me videos, thrift flips, and hauls. So if you like that type of content, I would really appreciate it if you guys would subscribe and stay with me and enjoy more videos with me in the future. I try to share really good tips and DIYs for anybody who's on a budget and wants to really make their home look really nice and cozy. Most of my stuff is like farmhouse style, so if you like that type of style, then we definitely should be friends. But please consider subscribing. That would mean really a lot to me. For my last DIY, I'm making a cake. So this is the only one that I actually purchased something for, and the only thing I purchased was these 2 wood rounds. I got them at Joann's, and I think they were about $3 to $4 a piece, but I actually got them for, I think I had a 50% off coupon, so I used that. And so for the 2 of them, I paid maybe only $40. And the first thing I did was just glue them together so that it would be a little bit more like the height of a slice of cake. It takes about 24 hours for the wood glue to completely dry, and once that was done, I went ahead and cut the cake into the slices. I wanted to save myself time on this DIY, so instead of hand painting, I spray painted it chocolate with this espresso spray paint. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you liked this video, please leave me a like and comment down below what is your favorite flavor of ice cream and what's your favorite flavor of cake. And if you guys like DIY type of content, please consider subscribing. That would make my whole day. I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas. Thank you for watching.